we're not necessarily going to be in the same position we were the other day. All right. Yes. Wow, look at me. It's me. Yeah, we're not gonna go too live. I might just turn the thing because otherwise they're gonna be looking at my butt today. I already watched my butt the other day.
Oh, you didn't want to watch your butt today?
I already watched my butt the other day. Yeah, see? I watched my butt the other day. Until we finally moved the camera. But it was like, I used the chair in the box and it was like looking this way. Yes, we are live, folks. We know that, right?
You know that.
Yeah. We are live, folks. We know that, right?
You know that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the rules. I'm gonna have to post the rules. Oh, I forgot about the rules. I'm gonna have to post the rules. Not necessarily for you, but for them.
I don't know.
Not necessarily for you, but for them.
Be like us.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. All right. The rules. And I don't know what y'all are seeing or not. I don't know whether you can see them or not, but these are the rules. I will be live streaming, blah, blah, blah. That's from the other day. Rules. If you come into the chat, you will behave. If you come into the chat, no backseat hairdressing.
Mm-hmm.
No rude comments about anyone in the room.
Period.
Or anybody. Comments about anyone in the room. Or anybody. This is not meant to be a how-to. And if you have some sort of fetish about long or short hair or any of that stuff, keep it to yourself. If I have to, I will turn the chat off or set it to subscriber mode. If I have to, I will turn the chat off or set it to subscriber mode. This is my second stream doing this. We did this the other day. Thankfully, nobody misbehaved the other day, and I was happy that one of my clients was actually in the chat. And if I have to, I will make more moderators. Anyway, those are the rules. This may or may not necessarily be a whole appointment. The other day we only did like half of the appointment. But the main thing that I'm doing right now, and I apologize y'all, but I do not have the same camera position that we used the other day. The main thing with this is I wanted to get the interview. So the main thing with this is I wanted to get the interview. Because they're both longtime clients. And I want to at least get some interviews. Because I'd rather have that than wait on reviews. Yeah.
Right.
Because I've known them since my first year in the salon 11 years ago. I've known them since my first year in the salon 11 years ago. So, some of these questions, these are questions that me and an AI thing came up with together based on things I had said to him or her or it. He used to be named Claude, but they've got a different one now, so it's not named Claude no more. He used to be named Claude, but they've got a different one now, so it's not named Claude. All right. And as always, you don't have to answer these. These are just a long list of questions that you can pick and choose, or and some of these kind of answer the same things over and over again. All right, about how we started. How did you find me?
My mom.
All right, about how we started. She dragged you through the door?
I think I might have seen a Facebook post or something.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of advertising on Facebook. Yeah, I was doing a lot of advertising on Facebook. How long have you been coming to me? Well, I just said that.
Over 11 years and counting.
Yes. How long have you been coming to me? Yes. Said that.
Over 11 years and counting.
Mama here, she's been coming. Her first appointment, at least for hair color, according to this, was October 8th of 2015. And she had brought one of the daughters with her, I believe. That is a daughter. Yeah. And she had brought one of the daughters with her, I believe. That is a daughter. Yeah. Okay, where was the first place? Well, that was the salon, because I didn't know y'all from the school, and I was doing house calls in between school and the salon, but I did not meet you for a house call. I was doing house calls in between school and the salon, but I did not meet you for a house call. What was the first service either of you had done that you recall?
I think mine was probably a cut and highlights. That's always been my go-to, is a cut and highlights. Yeah, I think yours is cut and highlights too.
Because I know there was the one, I think you brought like all three kids one time.
I did.
I didn't necessarily start cards for just cuts at that time. So that was on my appointment book, but not necessarily in the...
You cut all my kids' hairs.
So that was on my appointment book, but not necessarily in the... Were you nervous trying someone new?
Absolutely.
Aren't we all?
Absolutely.
I mean, hey, I got long hair. I'm not that picky if they were to go a little bit more, because I'm not... As long as they're only like in that range, when they start if they ever wanted to, I don't want to go to jail, but I will. I don't want to go to jail, but I will. And then this one's kind of, because you have been to both places now, but about the experience, how would you describe the atmosphere when you sit in my chair?
I think it's cute. I think it's cute. You got your own little space. I like the little decorations.
Yeah, this new one, it's a little tight, but it's mine.
Yeah, this is like all yours. You don't got to worry about anything else.
And like I said the other day, it's a little bit hard to, because I'm a bit of a pack rat hoarder, whatever, and I like this because I cannot fit anymore. At some point, some of this has got to get out of here. Like, I don't need all them tools and things. That's for like when I was putting together cabinets last time and trying to figure out how to mount my mirror but yeah. How do you feel when you leave and I'm still alive? How do you feel when you leave?
I can whip my hair back and forth. Whip my hair back and forth.
Yes.
A new woman.
Depends on what you get done. If it's just fresh, but if you get like colors,
Never disappointed.
Have you ever felt heard when you described what you wanted?
Never. No, I'm just kidding. Of course. Of course.
Yeah, he listened. I don't know if he did it or not, but he was listening. He's like, All Hulk Hogan and everything, yeah? What about this side of the room?
Oh, what? You wanted pink? We'll go with orange.
All Hulk Hogan and everything, yeah? What about this side of the room?
Oh, what? You wanted pink? We'll go with orange.
Well, this is the same question again from earlier. Did you get a chance to visit me in both the salon and the suite, or just one? Well, here we are. So, you were not a house call. You were not in school. When we can't go back in time. What services do you get regularly?
Haircut, highlight, color.
Yeah. What services do you get? For my mother, we usually do some sort of combo of the dark hair and blonde and red, like we're gonna probably do today. And oddly enough, that's a similar thing that we're doing on both.
She showed me her picture. Oh my god, they do look the same.
Yeah. Since I have this thing where I try not to use the same tools on anybody. Of course, if you ain't family or anything, you ain't gonna do. But when it comes to family,
her germs is my germ.
If I was running out of color or something, then all bets are off. But I did just make a trip to the store to get extra color, so I should be okay there. But I did just make a trip to the store to get extra color. So. The reason I brought that up is like because they're both getting the same thing. But the only reason I wouldn't do that is unless I get them both in the chair at the same time and I'm back and forth with color, it's gonna like develop and all that and won't be. By the time I get done with one and put it on the other, it's not gonna be doing anything anymore. And that would be a waste. By the time I get done with one and put it on the other, it's not gonna be doing anything anymore. It would be a waste. Have I ever done something that surprised you in the best way? I think AI helped with that one. Have I ever done something that surprised you in the best way?
I don't think so. You always just do like what we asked.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works, huh? You surprised me by making my hair look good. So that's my first time. I was scared, but
yeah. I suppose if I was one of these where it's like, look, just let me cut the hair and you'll like it. Some people are okay with that, but I'm not. I don't do that. I don't. You didn't ask for a cut. We're not trying to cut it. You can always ask me for the cut. Then we'll cut it. Or go in stages, or, okay, is that enough? Is that enough? Is that enough? You can always cut more. Or go in stages, or, okay, is that enough? You can come back. Yeah. You can always cut more. Has your hair changed since you started coming to me 11 years ago?
It's longer. I was a little later.
Has your hair changed since you started coming to me 11 years ago? But you did tell me the other day, I believe you told me, that you have not done any color since the last time I colored.
I only go to you.
And according to my book,
my blonde is like all the way down to the...
I have not colored her hair
I don't think I have blonde
since July 26th of 2021. So, chances are the hair she has never been colored. So... chances are the hair she has never been colored. And the last time I saw, I haven't asked yet, but if you want to use your name, but I haven't asked yet, but if you want to use your name, you can be whoever. You can name yourself Table Mate. I'm Table Mate.
I want to be Mickey Mouse.
Well, you can name yourself Table Mate. Mikkel Mouse here, because there's Mickey on the Hi, the graphic.
Oh yeah, you're
how much it over? I won't have my hair over.
Hey, if I have to, I'll start singing. We'll worry about copyrights. I'll start singing. But I saw her August 23rd of 22. So the following year plus a month. At that time, we did some purple streaks, and we cut several inches of whatever she had at the time. August of 22. And that would have been close to the time when I was, I had the salon open, because that was the first month I was open, for legally with the state board coming in and giving me my license, and then I ended up closing the following, March or so. I mean, I officially closed after April because of my car accident.
Oh my
and I'm
God,
like,
that's
no,
crazy.
I gotta close. I mean, I officially closed after April because of my car accident.
He's like, "Nice for the show."
No, I gotta close.
That's cute. That was a good picture. He's like, "Nice for the show." That's cute.
Ooh. Hey, Serena.
Hi, Serena.
Yeah, sorry I missed that because I was reading the questions.
Serena.
She's she does Sims games.
Fun.
Oh, that's yours. She does Sims games. Oh, and then have you ever recommended me to someone else, and why?
Absolutely. I don't know. You're my favorite forever. I was going to say my whole family.
Yeah, I have, let's see.
Grandma, sister.
Yes,
brother,
1, 2.
Kiki.
You got people that come from, Texas to come, when they're in town, they see me. 2, 3. So there's at least 3 cards right here, because usually if somebody's referring somebody to me, at least for a little while, I put those cards near the person that referred them, so that it's like, look, this is how much you've been, helping me out, and so that it's like, look, this is how much you've been, helping me out, and yeah, and that's why Nicole's section is almost a full book. All right. The whole section is almost a full book. All right. Another one about coming back. What keeps you coming back?
The familiar.
Another one about coming back.
Yeah, the trust for sure.
What keeps you coming back? Yeah, that was a big word the other day. Steph was saying that word too. I appreciate it. That's what I went to school for. I appreciate it. That one is, if it ever felt like I wasn't doing that, that hits me in the I did not mean to do that. I never do I want to break the trust. I did not mean to do that. I never do I want to break the trust. The Breakfast of Champions? It keeps going and going. You didn't have Wonka gum, did you?
You said I had gum.
Wonka gum, it would have blueberry pancakes instead of the dessert.
I should have. I wish there was
Wonka gum, it would have blueberry pancakes instead of the dessert. Has there ever been a moment where you felt like I really understood what you wanted?
Every time I get my hair done.
Because see, that's the thing. Yeah, and I don't remember exactly who it was, but it might have been you. But I think you brought somebody to me that had like a crooked ombre or balayage or something, and I was like fixing it.
Yeah, one of you guys. I don't remember. It was definitely one of you guys.
He did my office. I think it was Jay's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of you guys.
Did we ever bring
Nana, you, me, Brian.
Somebody at some point brought somebody to me
I brought you some crooked bangs.
that had
He said I brought you some crooked bangs.
they had gone somewhere else. And granted, my ombres and balayages and stuff, I'm self-taught. It's artwork as it is, you know, you learn on the fly with that. Unless you take a class or something, you learn on the fly with that. You learn on the fly with that. Unless you take a class or something, you learn on the fly with that. Yeah, so I don't necessarily have. No, I didn't necessarily write down anything for anybody here that said. Because the day I did your hair the first time, I did the ombre on Jay. The day I did your hair the first time, I did. So that could have been one that I might have been trying to fix. I just know I had a minor in the chair at some point early on that had a. It was like this, you know, one side was higher than the other, so I just was trying to, you know, even it out. Like this, you know, one side was higher than the other, so I just was trying to. And sometimes that happens just because, you know, you think you're painting it, but you're not quite getting a good mix of lightener on the thing, and you're trying to feather it, and you think you got it, but then you get done, and it's like, it didn't do what I thought I did on that side. You think you got it, but then you get done, and it's like, it didn't do what I thought I did on that side. Right.
Do you remember when I wanted to go all blonde, and then I got tired after, like, only the bottom?
I do.
What would you tell someone who has never been to me?
Just try. Give him a picture. He'll try it, like, even if you don't know how to do it, he'll try.
Yeah, the way I've always described that is, you will get my version. And if it's not quite, I never use the word fix. I'll adjust it. Because, as I mentioned a minute ago, it's art. You know, people can show, like, you showed me the calico picture, and I'm like, okay, well, you're showing me, I was expecting, when you said calico, the, you know, orange, black, and white thing, like a cat, and they used to call it like that. They also had, like, the tiger eye, like, 10 years ago, which is basically, like, the same color combos, and it's like, everybody's going to do a different version of that. Everybody's going to have different color brands, you know. Some people will mix a formula, some won't. You know, some people will mix a formula, some won't. I just hope that unless your hairdresser or manager at the salon, or unless they're a complete Richard head about everything, let's try to give them another chance. You know, like I mentioned the other day, somebody can leave my chair not liking what I did, and somebody can walk through the door with the exact same hair that somebody else did to them and want me to adjust it. Either way, I gotta know how to do that, and I'll be doing the same techniques probably. So, hair is always an experiment. It just always is, even on the same person. You know, we're all human. We all, for the most part, hairdressers care. We really do, and it, right in the heart when it doesn't go right, and we don't forget. I mean, trust me, I'm on all the forums. I see the one, you know, I've been doing hair for 3 months. I've been doing hair for 3 years. I've been doing hair for 30 years, and finally this happened, and I don't know how to deal about it and feel about it, and we all have those days. It crushes us. We want to do better. Thank you to those who let us do better. You know, it means a lot when we get the chance. Thank you to those who let us do better. That's why I write everything down. I can learn from what I wrote down. I can do something different. That's why I write everything down. What is one word you would use to describe your experience with me? I'm wondering if it'll be that same word that happened the other day.
I was gonna say fun. Funny, fun.
Yes, that's the other word. I make it a point to say, I don't know all the gossip, but I'm going to try to make you laugh at some point, and it won't be anybody else's humor; it's mine. I don't know all the gossip, but I'm going to try to make you laugh. Okay. At some point, it won't be anybody else's. What does sitting in my chair mean to you? The shirt's about to get real.
True story is about to go down.
Shirt's about to get real.
True story.
How has your confidence changed since we started working together?
I get a new attitude
How
every
has your
time I get
confidence
different colors.
changed?
True story. You walk out like, shabam, who am I gonna be today?
Especially if I get new glasses after.
So if she ends up in jail,
It's the hair.
It's the new hair.
yeah, maybe it was the chemicals in the hair. She mutated. Okay, and that was the last thing there. What I have on here, it says everyone who wants their hair done deserves to find their person. It doesn't have to be me. You deserve to find the one who makes you feel like you. It doesn't have to be me. You deserve to find the one who makes you feel like you. It doesn't have to be me. Look at that later. All right, back to the saying, and back to the saying, and all right. So we may or may not be doing the whole thing, and as I mentioned earlier, because there's two ladies here today, I don't have the same setup with the camera. So y'all will forgive me if we don't do the whole live stream. I'm going to try putting y'all over here on top of the shampoo bowl for now. But you will probably be seeing my butt and stuff like that today instead of, yeah. You will probably be seeing my butt and stuff like that today instead of,
You said something about hair fetishes, but not butt fetish. I think that's very important.
Yeah, you might have to make that a new rule.
Yeah, if anybody's got a butt fetish, I don't need to know about that either. Just fetish. At all. Keep your fetish to yourself. No, I'm not cutting their hair, and you're not. I mean, if I do cut the hair, nobody's keeping it. Well, the other day I said, $7,000. I will sell the hair for $7,000 for me, and $7,000 for the person. So, and that's regardless. Yes, and Mom gets her cut too.
Just give me a little bit.
Her percentage of the money. So
We can make it a thing.
whether it fell on the ground or not, whether it's in the garbage or not, it's $14,000 minimum for hair,
How much hair?
and that's not guaranteed either. Just because I say that, you can send me the money, but I'm not guaranteeing you're getting the hair. Just because I say that, you can send me the money. Because that's how I roll.
I'll set it for her.
You shouldn't be trusting the internet to
Buy hair.
to have somebody send you hair. You shouldn't trust that. If you are, you're doing it wrong. Have somebody send you hair. You shouldn't trust that. If you are, you're doing it wrong. So we're doing combinations of. We're gonna keep their dark hair. We're gonna lighten it and put red in it. Hopefully the red shows up. According to my notes, at least on Mama, it looks like when I do Mama's hair, we we don't pre-lighten the reds. I just put the reds on. So so while the red may or may not be bright red, we will see red tone at least. So the red may or may not be bright red. But as I mentioned the other day, by keeping the dark hair, it helps act as a buffer so that the red won't necessarily bleed into the blondes. Because if I were using dark dye, color along with this, then we've got a chance for both the red and the black to bleed into that blonde, and that's a nightmare.
And I love how he always will tell you that. Like, if you want blonde and red, it's gonna bleed. It could possibly bleed. I'm like, yeah. Just wing it.
I've got this one lady who she gets just like a little section here of blonde. I mean, she wears her hair in a bob usually, but she gets just this like little section here blonde, and then the rest is burgundy, and then then it falls into like a like a headbandish stripe, but not necessarily like straight. But she's always told me, like, look, it washes out in a couple of days. It's no big deal. But it's not necessarily going to wash out for everybody. It washes out in a couple of days. It's no big deal. It's not necessarily going to. So I have to, for my own sake, protect myself and say, look, this could bleed into the blonde. For my own sake, protect myself and say, look, I can only be so careful with, I can only be so careful with. Touch my mat. I'm going to goop up on the hand sanitizer. So, goop up on the hand sanitizer.
See that? Clean.
It's not. I'm not perfect, but pretty ain't perfect. I came up with that quote years ago. Pretty ain't perfect. Pretty ain't perfect. I came up with that quote years ago. Brushes. Okay, brushes. Brushes. Okay. Whisks. Foil comb. Whisks. That's the brushes. Foil comb. And clips. And while I was at the store earlier, I bought a couple of gizmos that I've never tried before. These are, And while I was at the store earlier, I bought a couple of gizmos that I've never tried.
What are they called? They're like cone clips?
Clip-ups,
What are they called?
They can't see this. Grip clips by Color Track. Grip clips. So it's a clip, but it's got comb on it. There's various things you can do with this. Some probably haven't even invented some of the things you can do with it yet. But just having it on top of their head when you go to section it, you just put the hair into the thing instead of worrying about clips and clips and clips and all that. This might save me some time. I hope. Considering I'm wasting so much time right now, I need to get some time back, right?
You're fine.
See, they know the drill.
I feel a little better if I have my salad.
They know the drill.
Just don't come on a hungry belly.
Yeah, for real.
But that's why we chose this location. Because worst case scenario, since both of you are here, somebody go get something. I've had people DoorDash or whatever something to this place. All the food places are right here within a half a mile. And there's a grocery store, and there's and worst case scenario, I mean, it's just a little like macaroon place, but they've got smoothies or whatever next door. in worst case scenario,
It's not a-
it's like a little soft cookie thing. Like a little, it looks like an Oreo, but it's like squishy.
Multicolored.
You know, I actually had some cookie thing. Like a little, it looks like an Oreo, but it's like squishy.
Oh no.
It's difficult because I put a rubber band underneath it, trying not to scratch up the board. It's difficult because I put a rubber band underneath it, trying not to scratch up the board. The shoulder state board, get your sanitizing, get them hands in the air. The shoulder state board, get your sanitizing, get them hands in the air.
That was 7 years ago. I don't even know what that was.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so before we get started with either of you, just for my own information, are we doing any trims or cuts today?
Maybe a trim.
Are we doing any trims or cuts today?
Maybe a trim.
So nobody's getting any like significant amount that I
No.
won't be foiling.
Nope.
Like the other day, like she was like down here, and I'm like, well, we ended up here, so it's like, you know, no sense foiling this
Yeah,
hair. So,
it's a waste.
yeah. Not only the foils, but color, you know, two
Mhm.
different colors.
Yeah, it's a waste.
So that's important to know that ahead of time.
Mhm.
So that's important to know that. No, not this one.
Want this one?
I got that one over there. You'll probably get that one later. I got that one over there. You'll probably get that one later. There's one on the wall there. I opened my fresh towel, so this is definitely a brand new clean towel.
Brand new. You hear that pop?
It has not been shrunk. That is a full-size, expensive purple towel. It has not been shrunk. That is a full-size, expensive. I have not always had expensive purple towels, but like, hey, you know, you gotta spend the money. Spend the money.
Right.
I mean, it's a credit card. You know, you don't have to pay it right away. I earn the credit card. I mean, it's a credit card. You know, you don't have to pay it right away. I earn the credit card. And the problem if I max out the card and then can't use it for a while, you know, it's like, okay, I need some money to pay down the card so I can use the card again. Using the card, I save like 3%, so stuff goes cheaper. And the Cosmoprof card, I can use it at either Cosmoprof or Sally because they're both under the same corporate umbrella, and they don't have the same products. You know, I get the Pro products, you get the other stuff. You know, like the example I give is like Sally carries the Wella Color Charm, but when I go to Cosmoprof, they've got the Colostem permanent there. Not usually at Sally.
You know what song plays in my head every time I put these on? The Beauty School Dropout. That one lady.
Yeah, that's Frenchie.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about that, at least in Michigan, to get your license, you have to have at least a GED. So it's not like before. You stay in high school and then go to beauty school. So I don't know about California. California has like more hours than we do, so they probably require you get your GED. No, I mentioned California because Greece was in California,
Mhm.
so because of the drag race thing in the LA River.
Mhm.
See, I'm doing some hair.
I
Okay.
just feel so much better with someone else.
I'm doing some hair. Okay. See, I caught myself. I was up here brushing. I'm like, nope, get down here. You're start down here, then work your way up. She doesn't have a lot. She might have already brushed her hair out. So.
But then I have my winter down.
She doesn't have a lot.
Had your hair flapping in the wind.
Brushed her hair out.
Had your hair flapping in the wind.
So in this case, she doesn't have. Being that she's young, she's blessed with. The hair's all the same color. What do you got? Hey, potato! Yes, the potato. The party has now started. Hey, potato! She does not have different color roots growing in, so we don't have to do anything to her roots. So we're gonna get in there. We're gonna get.
I'm hoping I got some grays. I don't think you. With the
And
coloring.
your
I got some grays going.
Well,
I got some grays.
unless somebody
Oh, I got
actually,
grays.
you know,
Right, you have to get that close.
I definitely got grays.
I don't have
I'm
glasses.
still trying to figure out what I called those back. It was like natural highlights or silver.
Something.
Your natural. Your natural platinums. There was some cute name I had for that back then when somebody was, I got great. Like, that's your sun-kissed something or other, or your sun-kissed something or other, or to soften the blow on that. Like, no. To soften the blow. I don't. Yours aren't gonna, People will notice what I've done to the hair before they're gonna notice the roots, because you're not really. I mean, unless you're like directly in the sun and it's like making some sort of obvious. What do you even tell? You can always get out a little bit of thing, but it won't hurt nothing.
Embrace the oldness. Embrace the oldness. I earned these gray hairs. Y'all gave me these gray hairs.
Yeah, here's one right here. Earned it.
That was for this one right here on the left. No, I'm just kidding.
I was actually on the top.
The one over here was from Chris. And the one...
You have been complimented.
Oh,
Oh my God, your hair is so pretty.
Aww.
Oh, thanks.
Of course,
I thought you were
they're not necessarily looking at her, but I'm, same hair.
See,
So,
but they could have been talking about
they're
you.
not necessarily looking at her, but well, I mean, mine's, there too. I got mine. Look at my little ponytail. Thank you. I grew it myself. I ate spinach occasionally.
Occasionally, I don't need to.
No, I don't really. It have to be in something.
That
like a
stuff's
spaghetti
real
sauce
fun,
or something.
right? Pretend it's basil.
I don't purposely buy it.
She said your hair is very pretty too, Bubba.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tater.
She said your hair is very pretty too, Bubba.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tater. I would credit my mother except for the fact that she didn't want me to grow it, so.
Mm.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
You need a remote with buttons that's like, aw, and then like pause.
Like,
and-
Yes. I'm sorry, Mom. If only we had the moderators trained for that. But this is like. All right. Get comfortable. If only we had the moderators trained for that. Mix up the color. It's color mixing time. Color and bleach mixing time.
It's time. It's time.
I can't do that.
I used
It's
to
variety.
hit high notes. You watch my other street, you watch me like driving my truck or something. You go, I sing. Tater will tell you I sing. Half of my head is song lyrics, so I'm like Okay, I know about 90% of this song. I don't quite know all of it yet. Give me a couple of streams and. Okay, I know about 90% of this song.
Replay it over a few times. I don't know
Yeah.
all of it yet.
Give me a couple of streams and.
Replay it over a few times.
Yeah. So I think to start off with, I'll just make a batch of.
I downloaded a new game where you build your own theme park. I'm making hella money on it. Not real money.
She wants to be hella rich.
My plan is to blow up, and so I can count on nobody. Brian,
Forget about all the little people.
I'm right next to it. Riri.
Forget about all the little people.
Oh, it's getting real. The surgery shall now commence. Oh, it's getting real. Oh, my voice is amazing. When I've gotten used to it myself too. See, that's the thing about it. Like a couple years back, I had a video where I was just testing. Okay, this is my first ever time listening to my own voice. And then a couple months ago, it was the first time being on webcam. For the past few years, I'm like, nope, I will never be on face cam. Y'all don't need to be watching me in the, with my hair mess, wearing my hoodie, all grungy looking. You don't need to see what I'm doing. And things kind of change when. I mean, not to make anybody sad, but the day I came home from the vet, I left the house not alone, and I came back alone. And I got online, and I left the house just like alone, and I came back alone. I don't care. I'm putting the webcam on because why do I care anymore? I don't care. Let's just do it. And when you let the world see you raw and bawling your eyes out, there's not much else to hide from.
Very true. Very true.
Here we go. I gave my rules. If they break the rules, well, they're out of the chat. I'm still here. I gave my rules. I'm still here. They're out of the chat. I'm still here. And Tater's a mod, so if anybody was doing something, even if I had to say how to do it. Yeah. Tater's a mod, so Tater, if anybody was doing you silence that one that's not behaving? Yeah. Tater, you silence that one that's not behaving? We both watch another simmer named Freebird. She's coming back from her Florida trip. We both watch another probably at the moment. Simmer named Freebird. She's coming back from her. So that's how we know each other. Probably at the moment. Okay, don't baby it. You're going to use this. Get in there. That's how we know each other. Don't baby it. You're going to use this. Get in there. Get in there.
She said the potato army at your service.
Yes. Well, it's like Colonel Failure's got the fail brigade. I have PB's plum bobs. For Sims. Like, okay, if you subscribe, use a plum bob. PB's plum bob. Yeah, that thing. You're that thing. And now, since we're going to use up this tube, we get out the key. Because it's metal, it digs into the tube and cuts into it, so I don't use it unless I'm getting the last bit.
Because it's metal, it digs into the tube and cuts into it, so I don't use it.
Because you don't want air getting into the thing. It's one thing when you got an open tube and you know open it up and like the part in the front's turned dark, but you don't want to be cutting into the back of the tube. Because peroxide adds the oxygen to it, and so does leaving the thing exposed.
Peroxide adds the oxygen to it, and so does leaving the thing exposed.
And I will remind everybody that even if I try to sound like I'm an expert or something, that is not my intention. I like to provide information in a instructional type manner, just for encouraging purposes. If anybody was ever curious about this stuff, like maybe they want to go to school someday or something. That is what I encourage. If you think you might want to try this, it's a little bit more expensive these days, but I have now paid off my student loan. Thankfully. I mean, I had help by not having to pay certain other bills, and I am ever thankful for that help. That is one of the reasons why I am here, because that's one bill I'm not paying, so that money can go towards trying to stay open. I mean, I made it 5 months last time, so, and I've got a little bit of backup right now to help me at least be open that much again.
I've got a little bit of backup right now to help me at least.
So that's get longer than I was this time, and not stay open, but grow. I didn't even get to advertise last time because I was still worried about a certain person reading my posts and then wanting to come after me or something. So, a bill.
Reading my posts and then wanting to come after me or something. A bill.
Now, do you remember ever itching for any hair colors or anything that you can remember?
Itching for hair colors?
Did any ever have hair color on your head and it made you itch, or?
No.
Okay.
Itching for hair colors?
I mean, technically this shouldn't really be on your head unless it, bleeds out of a foil, but just to add some of this, I stop the bird drops.
Bleeds out of foil, but
that's what I do. Whether you answer that question one way or the other, I'm still putting some in.
Whether you answer that question one way or the other.
Olaplex in there, because I don't do hair without it. And I don't charge extra for it either. No, you get. I'm not gonna leave it in your hands as to whether or not I'm putting it in there. It's going in there. That's protecting me and helping your hair stay healthy. So it's going in there.
That's protecting me and helping your hair stay healthy.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money, but it's going in there. It's a secret ingredient that shouldn't be a secret.
It's a secret ingredient that shouldn't be a secret.
You're looking at my butt. My butt? You looking at my butt? You looking at my butt?
She said haters don't hate. Period.
No haters. We ain't drinking no haterade around here.
We in a no hate zone over her.
No hating.
We don't do that.
We ain't drinking no haterade around here.
Take your hate to somewhere else.
No hating.
We don't do that.
And any hairdressers that want to say something is like, hey, 11 years. Y'all had your chance.
Any haircuts
You know, they didn't respond to your ad. They didn't sit in your chair. They could have.
Don't be mad.
No.
Get glad.
No, I'm not in any competition with anybody else.
Don't be mad.
You know? I mean, it's like when Steph the other day, when I was asking her while I was messing with the interview questions, and she said, you know, I asked a question, she said, it's your skill. I'm like, you're right. For better or worse, nobody else has my hands. My skills are my own.
Mm-hmm.
For better or worse, nobody else has my hands. My skills are my own.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that Jules song. My hands are small. They're
Mm-hmm.
not
Here goes
yours.
the singing.
They're not yours. They are my own. After the stream the other day when Steph was still here, I was singing some Dionne Warwick. I know I'll never live this way again. Tater might have heard me sing that one before because it's on my playlist. I got a playlist of like 70s and 80s that starts off with back-to-back Dionne Warwick, and then it goes into Barbara.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat then. Go do some stuff probably.
She's not eating a tater, go. She get on and eat. Don't you're eating my children. Don't eat my children. She get on and eat. Don't you're eating my children. Don't eat my children. She knows.
Look at that. I'm already opted in. Me too. It's free Slurpee Day.
Oh yeah.
Free Slurpee Day, guys. Free Slurpee
There's
Day.
one right here.
Salon.
The shopping center where my store is at the next light is 7-Eleven on that side of the road.
Oh, cool. You know, remember my hair stationery here?
Yep. That's where I bought my navy blue shirt. Great first lady.
I love stationery. Well, back in the day, I used to love it. Now it's getting a little bit more bougie, I guess.
So, I usually use 40 on you, but we're going to go ahead and bump that up. I usually use 40 on you.
See, we don't know what that means, but we're just going to go with it because it's trust. It's trust.
And that's why we use the Olaplex.
We're just going to go with it because it's trust. It's trust.
And that's why we use the Olaplex. I'll never love this way. So keep holding on. For the good is gone. So talked about the other day that I've only watched The Masked Singer one time, and that's because I was over somebody else's house back right before COVID shut everything down. I was at my ex-girlfriend's sister's house. They had and I'm like, you can't tell that's Dionne Warwick singing? You shouldn't be on the show if you can't recognize Dionne Warwick's voice. I'm sorry.
That didn't get like no.
Shame on you. Okay, one was a Tina Turner? Is it, it's Dionne Warwick. You don't get to guess voices if you don't know Dionne Warwick's voice. That's what friends are for. And singing guesses. I mean, I understand if they've got somebody like a movie actor or something's not sing before, but you recognize actual singers, okay? That's just squat. That is a bunch of squat. You recognize actual singers, okay? My initials are BS. I know when I'm hearing it. That is a bunch of squat. My initials are BS. I know when I'm hearing it. Okay, let's not forget that's what I got to remember the Olaplex. I'm just gonna put a lot in there. That is the doorbell, meaning somebody's at the door and I'm not moving because it's not for me.
That is the doorbell, meaning somebody's at the door and I'm not moving because it's not for me.
And then when it opens and closes, it makes the Buck Rogers Twiggy sound. As I was actually listening to that,
And when it
I'm
opens
like,
and
yeah,
closes,
that's
it makes the Twiggy sound. As I was actually listening to that, I'm like, yeah, that's
You behave yourself or you're getting exactly what she's getting. I used to, that's one of the things where, like if a brother and a sister were like, you know, teasing each other over haircuts or something, like, hey, don't be teasing him about getting a buzz cut, you'll get one too.
teasing each other over haircuts or something like that.
Y'all both will walk out of here with messed up mohawks.
Walk out of here with messed up mohawks.
Don't make me sound like my mother. Don't make me sound like my mother. It'd get real.
Make me sound like my mother. It'd get real.
It's not for me. I'm not quite comfortable just going and opening that door yet for somebody else's person.
Right.
I don't want to be the one to let somebody in that ain't supposed to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. I mean, they have like let my people in before, but
it happens. I mean, they have like let my people in before.
I appreciate that. But I'm going to reach in front of you, and I'm going to grab something that is not you.
Something that is not you.
The wands are going to go in there. I'll figure it out. Thank you for offering. And then I'll figure it out.
Oh, those ones are cute. They have a little gerbil on them.
Yeah, see, I got this, and then I've also got the kingdom. So it's like
That's cool.
purple and blue.
I've never
together.
seen those before.
That's cool.
They've got a ton of different ones now. Like the only reason I wouldn't get as many different ones for me is some of them look like something else
Okay.
that mostly ladies see and I don't see.
Okay.
Unless I live with a lady. You know, things in a garbage can.
Oh,
in a bathroom.
okay. Okay. Gross.
Little wrappers. So I tried to pick something that was a little more, I mean, still fits my theme, but not like bikinis and stuff like that. They got some So, is that where your normal, you kind of parting over here? Because it seems like it's wanting to split there.
So,
That was a yes?
No.
No. So
Like
how
down the middle.
okay, that helps. So we can just kind of,
No. Yeah, you've seen me through all my parts. My side part.
so when I do this,
Yeah, you've seen me
are you wanting them to split more stripy or more like angled to kind of break apart a bit?
Oh, that's
Okay. So if you have the middle part, then it would look like, you know, like a bumblebee or a raccoon, not necessarily thick, but stripes, like a headband. Okay. So then we just do the mohawk. Okay, Miss
Oh yeah.
Miss A. You're not Mr. T. Miss A. Mr. T had the mohawk from the 18. I mean, you're part of the 18 though, right? Miss A? The 18. I mean, you're part of the 18 though, right? Miss A? The 18. That sounded like something. No one's as much of an A as I am. No
one's as much of an A as I am.
She's your daughter.
I know. I claim her.
She's not my kid. She's not my kid.
I know. I claim her.
Okay, your choice.
It's not my kid.
Do you want this one to be a blonde or a red? You'll probably get like a blonde and a red in your bang area.
Be a blonde or a red.
Mom, it's your choice.
See, I won't even know. Just I tell him whatever he thinks is better.
Yeah, that one. Mom, it's your
You dye hair, you know what's gonna fall, where it's gonna fall. Whatever he thinks is better. You dye hair, you know what's gonna fall, where it's gonna fall.
red.
Yeah, we'll start with the red. I'm gonna try to do in the front area here. We'll start out with a little bit thinner, so we get a couple more in here. Just so you
Try to do in the front area here. We'll
get a little
start
bit
out
more
with a little bit
impact.
thinner, so we get a couple more in here. Just so you-
Once again, I apologize, but you all might not be seeing what we're doing.
Once again, I apologize, but
Just
you all
hold
might
on my
not be
forehead.
seeing what we're doing.
That was refreshing.
Give you a little wakey up.
Yeah. No.
Especially when I got you in double blankets here.
Yeah, nice and cozy.
Especially when I got you in double blankets here.
Nice and cozy.
What's the time?
We'll go.
10:07.
What's the time?
Okay.
We'll go.
10:07.
I'm gonna show you the croissant. Look. Casino shit.
As long as he's winning, it don't matter.
Yeah, $250. Casino shit.
As long as he's winning, it don't matter.
Yeah, $250.
My mouth is watering. For this soggy croutons.
They are desperate to get in here. Let us in! No.
No.
We brought Slurpees. No, you didn't.
Hell yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, no. No.
We might have Slurpees.
Slurpees.
Well, it's where to go. Well, hey, as long
Let's
as
just
you
go
don't,
look real quick.
yeah, as long as you don't open the door, they still can't get in until somebody else lets them in. Hey,
Let's just go look.
you didn't open it for me? Why? Why didn't you open it for me? You could have opened it.
Until somebody else lets them in. Hey, you didn't open it for me? Why? Why didn't you open it for me?
What?
Live stream.
Just so I'm informed here, do either of you have to be anywhere at a certain time?
Just so I'm informed here.
I mean, I'm trying to go get a drink later, but
I'm supposed to go to my in-laws around 3-ish. 3, 4-ish.
Chris's mom?
Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to go to my in-laws around 3-ish. 3, 4-ish.
Chris's mom?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I forget to ask that, and that becomes a problem.
Yeah, we can't hang out with you all day, Robert. I know you love us.
Sometimes I forget to ask. She's leaving you all. Not she'd take me with her if she
I'll
had.
still
Like,
be messaging him
you know
when I
what?
leave.
hey, we're not done with my hair. Come with me. We'll finish at the in-laws.
Hey, and mom, I want her done too.
Hey, we're not talking about
That's one thing about
finish at the in-laws.
me and my family. Other than, well, my
That's one thing.
cousin's wife brought
My family.
their daughter to see me at the salon
Other than, well,
like closer to the time when I closed,
wife brought
for some like teal or
daughter to see
aqua or something.
the salon.
But
Like closer to the time when I closed. For some like teal or.
other than that, I haven't really heard from any of my family. Well, my brother, my other brother that I don't live with, his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, was coming for a little while.
Well, my other brother that I don't live with is.
But otherwise, I don't really have a family thing going on with coming and getting their hair done. So
otherwise, I don't really have a family thing going.
now, occasionally when I'm at Kroger, my aunt and uncle, I mean, I saw them recently because they live near the Kroger that I work at.
Now, occasionally when I'm at Kroger,
I'll get some hugs there,
because they live near Kroger.
but I'm not able to do hair there.
I'll get some hugs.
At least I discouraged myself from trying it.
But
No, Robert, don't try it.
at least I discouraged myself from trying it.
Just randomly walk up to a customer, hey, I'm doing your hair. No, I'm not allowed to solicit you, so I just have to just start doing it.
Randomly walk up to a customer, hey, I'm doing your hair. No, I'm not allowed to solicit you, so I just have to just start doing it.
Ew, Lucky's having her girl days again.
Lucky.
Yeah. That girl be having her girl days all the time. Yeah. Yeah. That girl be having her girl days all the time. You know, send me a picture of her hair. I said, "What? You want an appointment, Mom?" You know, send me a picture of her hair. I said, "What? You want an appointment, Mom?"
That's funny though, when I finally sat down the other day and I'm like looking through the things. Oh yeah, she asked me if I was still doing hair, so I messaged her, and then one thing leads to another, and now you're both here.
So I messaged her, and then one thing leads to another.
Let that be a lesson to y'all. You have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to message people. If they ignore it, they ignore it. But you gotta try.
Worst they can do is ignore it or say no.
Or not get it, or,
Don't be afraid to message people. If they ignore it, they ignore it.
The one thing time teaches you is they're not always ignoring you because they don't like you anymore. Sometimes they moved away. Sometimes Facebook didn't give them a message.
Don't like you anymore. Sometimes they moved away. Sometimes Facebook didn't give you a message.
I've had people that I hadn't seen in several years that moved back to town and they're getting their hair done by me again.
I've had people
So
that I hadn't seen
you never know what's going on with them.
Move back to town and they're getting their hair done by me again. So you never know what.
Can't just assume that you did something wrong. That's me and my own inferiority complex happening to me.
That's me and my own inferiority complex
And this is live, so sometimes I'll forget and I'll reload the page or something, and then it's like, okay, well, it's not showing everybody's comments anymore.
Sometimes I'll forget and I'll reload the page or something, and then it's like, okay, well, it's not showing everybody's comments anymore.
Don't fall asleep now, Allie.
Nice, already.
That's like I always say, if you're ever going to, I'm used to people being on their phones and stuff. I'll work around it. I always felt that that's kind of a compliment to me.
Yeah,
If they fall asleep in my chair,
I love getting my hair done. Anything.
That's kind of a compliment to me.
and I always tell the story. The one time, all I was doing was combing dark color over their hair, and they kept nodding off because it was like an evening after they came from work, and I'm like, it's okay, don't worry. They're like, sorry. Like, no, don't be sorry. And then I let the chair down because I was done putting the stuff in. And then they like got up for whatever reason and sat down and then like couldn't fall asleep. You had nothing but time to just sit there, and now you didn't fall asleep.
Got up for whatever reason and sat down and
I kind of felt bad. Like,
you had nothing but time to sit there, and now you didn't fall asleep.
I mean, now I'm not going to necessarily cut somebody's hair while they're sleeping because that would be not me. But
I mean, now I'm not going to necessarily cut somebody's hair while they're sleeping because that would be not me.
yeah, that's a compliment. You know, that's what it's supposed to be about. That's why I talk about, you know, when I cut somebody's hair, I'm not going to shove your head around. You know, unless I've given you enough clues. You know, like, okay, now tilt your head forward. Tilt your head forward.
Unless I've given you enough.
Tilt your head forward. You know, I've done that a million times, and because a lot
Then
of
you just start
times,
yanking. I'm just kidding.
the thing is sometimes it's the stylist causing the problem. Feel like they tilt the head forward, then they're yanking the comb through, pulling the head back. Like, well, you're causing the problem. Be a little gentler. Yanking the comb through, pulling the head back. Like, well, you're causing the problem. Be a little gentler. There's a time and a place where you have to, quote, take control. If it ain't the time for it, there's a time and a place even with a kid. You have to, quote, take control. Help a kid learn before you start shoving their head around. Why does a kid have to have a bad haircut experience where you're just being a mean adult to them? Shoving their head around. Why does a kid have to have a bad haircut experience where you're just being a mean adult to them? Chairside manner. No, it's chairside manner. Chairside manner. No, it's chairside manner. Okay, and this one's a ketchup. The other one's the mustard. This one's a ketchup. Although this ketchup's a little bit more like a barbecue sauce. The other one's the mustard. This one's a ketchup. Although this ketchup's a little bit more like a barbecue sauce. And I do appreciate you both being good sports, being on camera. I mean, nobody has to. And I do
Technically, everyone's always
being good sports, being on camera. Yeah, I mean, when you walked in here down the hallway, you were on camera. So, camera that I don't control. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you walked in here down the hallway, you were on camera. So, camera that I don't control. Like at one time, she was group texted or showed something on the Facebook group. It's like, who did this? Fess up! I can see. I know who it is, but or whose client did something. But fess up to it. Tell us who it was. Something. I know who it is, but or whose client did something. But fess up to it. Tell us who it was. I won't go any further into details in case there was some sort of criminal investigation. It wasn't me, it wasn't my client, so I can see myself out of that. It wasn't me, it wasn't my client, so I can see myself out of that. I remember one time when somebody had moved a bench around, and it's like, those benches are where I put it. You guys touch the stuff in your suite. You don't touch the stuff outside. You know, as far as moving things around. You know, I mean, it's like you can use them, just don't move them from where she had them, because she has a reason for it. And she's not mean or anything. It's just matter of fact. Like, I mean, she's a nice lady. I think it was awesome that, you I went and visited that salon, and it was up on Van Dyke.
I think it was awesome.
And I was messaging the group or whatever, and I'm like, that's too far, that's too far. And it's like, now I'm getting people that came all the way over here that won't go all the way over there. That's another 20 minutes. So it's like,
that's too far, that's too far. It's like, now I'm getting people that
wonder
came
if
all the way over here that won't go all the
this
way
place
over there.
has any, and it's cheaper than that salon wanted. That salon wanted like another $100 or $200 compared to what I'm doing here. I'm like, no, I already know I'm going to have to get some clients that I don't have already, but I'm not going to completely rebuild that way.
I already know I'm going to have to get
Yeah.
some clients.
I at least need to get the people that came last time.
I'm not going to completely rebuild that way. I at least need to get the people that came last time.
That'll be $700 extra because your hair is long.
No. Cut it.
My long hair.
Extra because your hair is long.
And then he cuts an inch off and says, "Okay, it won't be $700 anymore."
$650.
You were just an inch over. It's kind of like fishing. Oh, like stretching that fish out on the tape measure. Come on, reach! You're almost legal. Oh, I gotta throw it back. Because if they pull us over,
You're almost legal.
I was totally gonna eat you. I don't fish anymore. You know, I think that was the northern pike that I caught, and he was just barely legal, and he stayed in the freezer until he was freezer burned, and I'm not killing things for that.
Yeah, I like to fish, but I'll catch them in these. Just like catch them and then get rid of them. Mm-hmm.
I'm not killing things for that.
It's like, if
Yeah, I like to fish, but
I'm too lazy to eat it. No, you don't need to die for that. That's I mean, I'm not really wanting to kill things anyway, but still, you know, if you're gonna do the thing, eat the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really wanting to kill things anyway, but still, if you're gonna do the thing, eat the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I think I was like, I know there was a fish that I brought home and didn't. That was the end of that. I'm like, no.
I know there was a fish that I brought home and didn't. That was the end of that.
So do you have anybody else today or just me and her?
Just you two. But I didn't have anybody
Nice.
until that. So
What are you going to do after? Anybody
Well,
anybody else today or just
I'm gonna be here washing my towels and stuff. Cause some I haven't washed since last time, and I've got it found bagged up. But, so I gotta get that stuff taken care of.
Yeah.
But we have on-site laundry, so I can go
That's
get
cool.
her or something and sit here and be on my computer and
That's cool.
see if anybody wants next Saturday.
That's cool.
And sit here and be on my computer and
That's cool.
see if anybody wants
Yeah,
next Saturday.
not waste of time. Might even still be on stream. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Not waste of time. Might even still be on stream. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing today, Ellie? Mm-hmm.
She been dying to get her hair dyed. She got her hair dyed, so.
Mm-hmm. She's over 21 now. Before she was a baby coming in. Now she can drink.
got her hair dyed, so.
She's over 21 now. Before she was a baby coming in. Now she
That bottle over there by Mama that says alcohol on it. And then not And
Not the alcohol.
Put my eye on it.
Bottle over there by Mama that says alcohol on it. And then not
Oops. This is, well,
Not the alcohol.
I don't mean oops like that. I meant I grabbed the wrong
And
foil.
I'll give you a damn heart attack.
But
I don't mean oops like that. I meant I grabbed the wrong
I'll just grab one of these to finish it.
But
And I'm trying to use those for the red, so that I know those are the red. So when I go to rinse,
I'm trying to use those for the.
I'm gonna try my best to rinse out the red first
so that I know
before I take the blonde foils out.
I'm trying my best to rinse out the red first before I take.
Well, I learned it the hard way. You learned. You do some hair, you'll learn.
Learned.
It'll learn you.
You'll learn. You do some hair, you'll learn.
You know, it's a fun job until you work on the public, and you know, sometimes it's not fun. You know, so.
It's a fun job until you work on the public, and you know, sometimes it's not fun.
The other part about this is it's relaxing. You know, it's tedious, you know, that I got to do so many foils and all that, but it's still relaxing. I'd rather do this than unload a truck in a refrigerator.
That I gotta do so many foils and all that, but it's still.
I think Nana might be watching.
I'd rather do this than unload a truck in a refrigerator.
She said, "Who's in the chair? She getting highlights?" It's Allie.
Nana might be watching.
How you do?
Welcome to anybody who is watching.
Highlights? It's Allie.
You know, it's one of those things where the YouTube doesn't do a very good job anymore of showing you the live count. I have to usually have another browser where I refresh the thing, who's watching my video, to see the live count.
Refresh the thing, who's watching my video.
Now that one's stuck in there.
See the live count.
Okay, so nobody's watching at this very moment, but that's okay. At least not according to YouTube.
In the same position we were the other day.
You're looking at now. Now? When does this happen in the movie? Now.
Now? When does this happen in the movie? Now.
Why can't we go back till then? We can't. When will we?
Why can't we go
Have you
back?
combed the desert yet? No, but I've combed the hair.
Have you combed the desert?
Have you found anything?
The hair. Have you found anything?
What about you guys? You know I don't do hair until I've had my coffee.
What about you guys? You know I don't do hair until I've had my coffee.
Spaceball 1, they've gone to whoopsie daisy foils.
Baseball 1, they've gone to whoopsie daisy foils.
He's not using a foil board. Oh, you noticed? He's not using a foil board. You noticed? I apologize for the noise if you all can't hear me, but
Where's the restroom at?
down the hallway there's two different ones. They're both for either or.
If you're out, you should grab myself in my car. Love you.
And she'll be. Go get her.
Oh no! I didn't know.
That's okay. We know it could be her though. So at least that. Okay, I will go see. Okay, we know it could be her. Let me in! Somebody let me in!
Now I'm gonna have to share it with them.
Let me in! She'll be like, oh wait a minute, I can't get back in here. I'm gonna eat it.
Oh no.
What's she gonna do? She's gonna come get it. She's stuck. She's held hostage at the moment. She's held hostage at the moment. You have a little salad while I'm doing your hair? I know.
I'll give you a bite.
It's not necessary. I'm good. I appreciate that, though. I do. I appreciate that is some thinking. Just don't let potato know if there's any potato in it.
There is not potatoes.
Okay. Don't let
potato know if there's
any potato.
Parmesan, lettuce, chicken.
As far as I know, I don't have anybody watching with those names. I mean, there's Free Bird, but you know, she doesn't. She eats chicken, as far as I know. So there's Free Bird. She eats chicken, as far as I know. Ain't no judgment there. Ain't no judgment there. At least opening the door is easy. I just gotta push the lever out, like get my card out or anything. At least opening the door is easy.
Is that how you get in? The card?
Yep, I got a little card that I wave in front of the thing, and then it turns from red to green. And card that I wave in front of the thing, and then it turns from red to green.
Security's tight around here. Fun,
Yeah.
you got candy in.
Yeah, it's all about the candy.
nobody has any like expensive shears or anything in here.
It's the case.
Nobody has any like expensive shears or anything. Well, them Duncan pods, those are expensive too, probably. Well, and she really going all out with the Duncan pods too, probably. The K cups. She really going all out with the Duncan pods. K cups. Whoever provided that particular one, that's really hit the spot the other day when I. Whoever provided that particular one, that's really hit the spot the other day when I. He's officially used it. He put the clip in there.
Oh my gosh.
He's officially used
Working?
it. Yeah. Put the clip in there. So far. Because I put that in there and then angle the hair this way. And I don't have to
Your car unlocked.
put that in there and then
Yeah.
angle the hair this way. And I don't have to.
It's a month. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it should be.
I'm gonna have to go get her twice. Well, at least a second. Okay, you go get the thing while I wait for you at the door. Well, at least a second. Okay, you go get the thing while I wait for you. Don't be surprised if she messages one of us to say she's at the door again.
Yeah,
Don't be surprised.